Hey guys, back from our update. Got these days off and everything, so I figure I'd start making little videos for you guys. I'm going to walk you through my water change process, maybe some tips that might help you fellow reefers, or if you guys have any tips for me, it might help. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm doing a water change. First things first, my water change. I come back here. These power strips have individual cutoff switches on each one. So basically I can flip on the ATO, flip that off, and they're all labeled. It says ATO, power controller, fans, heaters, so I know what I'm flipping. And there's another one behind that. You can kind of see the other one behind it a little bit there. You can see it, there's two of them right there. So first things first, cut off your ATO, your main power head, or your two power heads. So you unplug these power heads right here, and then you want to unplug your main pump, and then you want to cut off your skimmer. It takes like 2 seconds. You just cut them off all at once. ATO, power heads, main pump, skimmer, and you leave on whatever else you got. So this is my process. I've got a MaxiJet 1200, I think it is. Got it from BRS, of course. So you can see I made like a little valve here, or you can buy this stuff. It's the Murloc fittings. This way I can control it. And as you can see in the water, I have it placed to where it's not touching that SPS, but I have it placed to where it's not blowing up a sandstorm. I use flexible tubing. I use these little crimps. You can get these like Ace Hardware, Home Depot for like $1. They last forever. They rust to hell though. So this is my 32-gallon trash can. You want to make sure everything in it is right. The salinity, temperature should be the same. As you can see, there's my readout for my temp. So it's 78.8. My temp stays right around 79. So this water is a little bit cold, but 0.22 degrees is nothing. And see, here's my line. So for my 32-gallon trash can, I know to take the water line down to here. Alright? So see, looking further away, you can see how far that drops it down. It's right around right here. So there's the canopy, there's the tank. So that's 32 gallons, and that would be another 32-gallon tank. So this is 90-gallon tank total. Water volume is total. I have a lot of live rocks that takes up a lot of my water. I want to show you something cool. So this is made by Python. I've had this for a while. So basically what this does, this hooks into, it's like, I think it's like $40 off BRS, but this hooks into your your faucet. So they give you like a little adapter. See that brass adapter right there? See, this unscrews, right? See, it unscrews. I leave the adapter on, the little brass part, but you can take it off and put your original thing that came with the house. So you just hook this into it. See, what it does is this end right here, this end, you can take it, they make a 25 and a 50-foot hose. And as you can see, this would go into the tank. I put a clamp on it just like that. And all you do is you sit back and you make sure it's clamped so it doesn't come loose. So if you pull this down, it sucks out water. So all you do is you pull this up for probably, I don't know, 6 seconds. The water will come from the tank into here, down into there. Turn that off. The suction will continue to keep going. And to put water back in the tank, if you ever needed to, you would pull, like maybe fresh water maybe, I don't know. You push this in, you push it up, and then this water from the faucet would go back out and go into the tank, which we don't want that. It's cool too, it has like a little shut-off switch, see, so you can kind of control it. See, shut-off switch, got it, yay. So what I did is, if you have small fish, I like to do a water change and just walk away. I like to do it and, you know, just play my video game like my Xbox. See? I got my video game going, right? Just take it easy. Plug and chug. So I have some small fish like rainford gobies and yellow clown gobies. When I had my yellow clown goby in my 10-gallon quarantine, I was doing a water change and I was siphoning into a 5-gallon bucket. Well, guess who ended up in the bucket? The yellow clown goby. So what I did is I put the netting on, and see it's not too tight, to see I can pop this off too and just put it back on. So if I want to vacuum my sand bed, just pop off this netting, slip it on carefully, stays secure. I've had this on for about 8 months now. Works great. And this way, fishies can't get into it. See? Because we know fish are curious, right? Especially like Rainford gobies and yellow clown gobies. Curious fish. Maybe even clownfish. And you'd be surprised. They get sucked into here and they don't know any better. Before you know it, whoop, they're in the tube. And that tube's definitely, that's wide enough to fit a fish in it. And the problem is once he goes in that tube, guess where he's going? Going down to the sink. And he's going to be in Holly Springs sewer. So, as you can see, we're filling up the water. So I like to just sit back on the couch, play a little bit of Xbox, got my candles going, even decorated the fish tank. See, check that out, isn't that neat? It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So that's it. And then, so what I'll do is when I go to put it in, I get the water level. For me, so you want to keep these, you want to keep your overflow return lines pretty much level with the water when it's coming out. And mainly that's because for me, I found when I was doing water changes, I was able to kind of get a better judge, a better kind of marker on where I should when I should turn off the pump in here. So anyways, when it gets to like right about here, I'll go ahead and kick the sump on, and what I'll do is it'll take that water, it'll take the water from the sump. I get a light for you guys. It'll take the water from the sump, turn it back in. Another thing too, if you guys don't have one of these right here, which needs to be cleaned. If you guys don't have one of these, I highly recommend you get one. They're really nice. I can't remember who makes it. It's about 40 bucks. I know I got it from BRS. I can't remember the name of who makes these. But this is a check valve, right? So see, you can see how I have the manifold, and it goes into the tank. So this can unscrew, and you pop this plunger out, clean it. This isn't too bad yet, but you're going to probably want to clean this in probably a couple of months at the most. I'll probably clean, honestly, I might clean when I get done with you guys. But anyways, you unscrew this, you pop this out, you clean the plunger, put it back in. This thing will last forever and ever. So the water change is getting close to done. So what I do is, you see how I got my, I don't know if you can see it. Oh boy, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see my ATO? I think you can. So I have a Tunes Osmiller ATO. I can't get a good picture of that thing for you guys. No. Yeah, there's a hockey puck right there. There's the puck, and there's, so with the Tunes Oscillator, it's got basically, it's kind of like a little suction cup, so it's like a hockey puck on one side, or a magnet. It's like a magnet on one side, magnet on the other side. And then it's got a sensor, and it has a backup float switch that's mechanical. So what I do with the water change is once I get the water in the sump up to the ATO sensor, then I cut the pump off right there, and then it gives me a pretty good idea of where I should be at. That way I'm not dumping more RODI water into the tank and raising or lowering the salinity or what have you. So keep that in mind. And there's kind of a delay with mine. So like when I first turn on the main return pump, the water gets put back into the tank, but then it will stop and level out, and it'll slowly start creeping up again. So you might have to kind of use this, if you don't like I do, use this Murloc fitting. You might have to like kind of turn it off, wait like 30 seconds or so, see if the water's raised up or not, close it, do it again to get it just right. And this is going to be at the very end. I wish I could do it with, I'd have to have someone else to help me, but it's a little confusing, I know. But anyways, you guys get the idea. Well, it's almost time, so I'm going to get off here. We did a water change. This will pull the nitrates down about 5. I have a low nutrient tank, so my nitrates stay 10 and below. I try to keep them at 5 or below, but you know how that goes. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you later, and please comment, post. Sorry I didn't get a whole lot of pictures of the fish. You know, it's water change time, so they're kind of like, oh, whatever, we don't really care about you. Let's see. That's about all we got. Okay, bye guys.